Hey there guys, it's Kage DQT coming at you today. We've got an interesting turn of events with the arena scandal. I mean, this is the most corporate-esque thing I have ever seen put out there, but I'm going to read this to you first and then we're going to get into it. So, thank you for playing Dragon Quest Tact. We have received reports that some player rankings may not be displaying correctly in the game. This issue is currently being investigated. Since it may take time to discover the cause, we will update this notice when we have more information to share. We apologize for any inconvenience caused by them. I don't know if they're referring to the arena rankings or to some sort of in-game ranking. I'm hoping, and this is what people are saying, and what I'm taking from this, is that they're referring to the arena ranking system, in which case you have people who are using APKs to fluctuate their rank. Essentially, they're doing what's called a 5-hit fluctuation. You know, they're doing like a 5x in arena, 5x damage. They're using four move units for the most part to go up and just pelt the opponent and get a perfect score. Like this guy here, Zero, is a prime example of that. You know, we're looking at a very heavy weight-oriented week, and he's using a Devil Moth, a Bone Baron. Well, mind you, the Devil Moth has a mismatched weapon. Hybrid has a mismatched weapon. Elena, Slimesicle, and he is currently, right now, Mr. Zero is rank 1. Perfect score. Perfect score up against everything, you know, against all the odds. Well, turns out it wasn't bots, which a lot of us originally thought. We all thought it was like, you know, ban bots, please. We did a whole campaign about it. And we did some more digging, and I found that it was, you know, APKs. They were using mods. They were using things to fluctuate the damage in the system. And we had sent that over to Malcolm. Like, here, take this, because if you don't do something with this, my dumb ass is going to figure out how to do this shit. And I'm going to end up fucking cheating on YouTube to show people and prove points. It's going to be a mess. It's going to be an absolute fucking mess. And I'm hoping to God that that message is their kind of way of saying, hey, we're looking at this, we're doing something, but it's very, very vague. And I mean, we want to hold out hope that they're actually going to be dealing with this issue soon. And I know it doesn't affect that many people. I mean, you know, realistically, most people aren't going to get into the top 10 anyway, because it's fucking brutal. It's not easy. But these are the people who spend like the most money on your game. I mean, you've got either some really diehard people who spend a lot of money, or you've got some people who are super free to play and spend a lot of time learning how the AI works and building up teams around the system. So either way, you've got two groups of really diehard people who are getting fucked in the ass by this. Because as you can see here, you know, the only people who are getting rank 1, getting those extra medals every week are the cheaters, the APK. So they always clean up either 700 or 600, and then everybody else is stuck getting 500 or less, like the fair players. I consider that to usually be the fair player rank, since it's very hard to legitimately get into the top 10 without cheating, which is sad. It you know, it shouldn't be the case, but you know, it's being worked on. I feel like this is their way of saying, hey, you know, we haven't forgotten, but at the same time, it's them like not admitting to anything, which is corporate speak. It is what it is, but can we maybe get this fixed this week? I could really use more fucking medals. And a fair fucking game. It'd be nice. It'd be really fucking nice for you guys to, you know, clean these guys up. And we had discussed, you know, aiming as a company last night too on the live stream, and they've got a pretty good track record. They've got Caravan Story, which I mean, some people hate, some people love, things of that nature. So, I mean, they have the capacity to deal with these cheaters, and I'm just hoping that, you know, if not this week, next week they get gone. Because I'd like to see what happens when everybody's playing on a legitimate fucking ground. None of this 5x shit, none of this craziness. It's just all along the lines of, okay, well, it's skill versus skill, cash versus cash, you know, whatever the case may be. Because as it stands right now, where are we looking for next week? Next week, I'm in trouble. I am in absolute trouble for Arena. I'm going to have to really scale my team back and change some things up, because it's going to be... Let's see, maybe it's not over here. Schedule. Here we go. We're looking at 40% Frizz type for next week. And the majority of my team is weak to Frizz, so I'm going to have to build around that or not get hit, which isn't exactly a good strategy. I mean, it can work for a couple days, but yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I'm really hoping that notice is indeed them signaling, hey, this is being worked on, and not some kind of, well, by ranking they mean player ranking in the top left, and it's misleading. And I don't know. We're just trying to hold out hope at this point, because I mean, I guess that's all we have. This has been going on since day one. I mean, it's not just Zero. There's other people in here who have been doing shady shit. Like this guy here. This is another one. He's got Blizzard Blade, Flail on Bone Baron. It's just stuff here that, as somebody who's played the game for a bit, you take a look at things, you could see, hey, wait a second. Some of this shit doesn't match up. Like, why is there a Flail on Bone Baron? Why is there, the Ice Sword on Devil Moth? And you could say, well, maybe they're switching their gear afterwards. How Arena works, your last ranked match is the recorded position and gear you use. Like, I have a video on Zero that at some point I should put up, where I fought his team for this week. Again, same team as what's shown on the ranking. The positionment of it is very weird. It's like, how would you get 128 points with that setup? But he gets it. And, hopefully they fucking do something about this, because, I mean, this has been week in, week out. We've been getting fucked pretty good. And it's hard to say who's legitimate and who isn't with that APK, because, I mean, when they do decide to clean house, so to speak, how many people are they really going to end up removing from this list? Like, it's really hard to tell how many of these guys are legitimate and how many of them aren't at this point, because Pac brought up a good point. Well, some of them aren't going to be as blatant. Some of them are going to be more calculated, shave a couple points off here or there to avoid detection, and it's like, fuck. That's rough shit. There's nothing about it. It's just absolutely fucking trash. It's like, why would you cheat in a mobile game? Like, I mean, I don't know too much about the cheating aspect of things. I don't personally partake in it. I try and keep very fucking vanilla in that regard. I mean, I don't even auto-click. I don't. I mean, people could go, hey, bullshit, Kage. Well, I mean, if you ever wanted to take a look at my account, even for like the old Battle Roads, not all of my shit's maxed out. I don't even think my Ragnar's level. Yeah, my Ragnar's 94. So, if I was to do that shit, he'd probably be leveled up by now. So yeah, I don't know. This is hopefully this is a sign that things are starting to get in the right direction between the campaign, the name change, the handing over the APK links to the community manager Malcolm. I'm hoping to God that we get some real traction here, and they're gonna take action soon rather than later. Like, if we can get these guys removed before the rankings on Sunday, that'd be great. And you know what? Even if we can't, just as long as it gets done, and I don't know. I feel like you guys kind of owe something to your player base at this point, because a lot of people have been fucked out of arena medals. Even if you have to give them to everybody, which it is what it is. 100, 200, whatever. How many weeks you feel that these guys cheated? I would say give everybody 100 medals per week for each set. So even if you have to give us 600 medals or 700 medals extra for it, I know you don't want to give out free shit like that, but you got to do something, and that's the only way to make this kind of even for everybody. So yeah, I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Do you really think this means what it does? Or are we chomping at the bit, hoping for something here? We really offer fucking gourds, or is this like some sort of secret coded message where it's like, hey, we know what's going on. We're gonna fix this. But other than that, when you get a chance, let me know in the comments. You guys are usually really good about that, and we'll we'll see for next time, my friends. We'll keep the faith in this regards. I don't really like to complain about these things, but it needs to be fucking fixed. Anyway, take care, folks. Bye bye.